L12. So like on L11, this top right here is the rule to be able to find an inverse. And first, to be able to find an inverse, it has to be invertible. So we're going to check to see if it's invertible or not. So we're going to find the determinant. And if the determinant is 0, then you're going to press undefined if that happens. So the first thing we're going to do is find the determinant. I guess I'll go ahead and explain a few things then. After we find the determinant, this is the determinant. We're going to put it under 1 and make it a scalar. And then after we do that, then see where our original was A and D? We are going to switch those to D and A. And then the C and the B are going to stay where they are, but we're going to make them opposite. So if they're positive, we're going to make them negative. If they're negative, we're going to make them positive. If they're 0, we're just going to keep them 0. And then we're going to multiply it out because of that scalar, and that's going to be your inverse. So on this, first thing we have to do is find the determinant. So we're going to do -4 times 1 minus 0 times 0 and get -4. So once I find the determinant, then I'm going to put it under 1. Then the -4 and the 1 switch spots, and these stay where they are, but we make them opposites, but since both of them 0, it's kind of redundant. And then we're just going to multiply everything inside by the -1/4. So -1/4 times 1 is -1/4. -1/4 times 0 is 0. -1/4 times 0 is 0. -4 divided by -4 is a +1. That is your answer, which is going to go into your 2 by 2 matrix. We're going to find the determinant first. So 1 times -1 minus 0 times 3. -1 minus 3, again, is -4. They're not always going to be -4. We're going to put that under 1. We're going to switch these and make this -1 and +1. We're going to keep these but make them opposite. So the 0s are going to stay 0, but the 3 is going to become a -3. And now we're going to multiply all 4 of those by -1/4, which makes +1/4, which makes +3/4, which makes 0 and -1/4. The determinant 5 minus 0 is 5. So 1/5, 1 and 5, 0 and +7. 1/5 times 1 is 1/5. 1/5 times 0 is 0. 1/5 times 7 is 7/5. 1/5 times 5 is 1. -36 minus a -36 is 0. So this is undefined because we cannot have a 0 on bottom. I don't know why I did that. We'll just do this. 4 minus 12 is -8. So 1/8. I'm switching them, but it doesn't look like it because they stay the same. -3 and -4. Multiplying all of those by -1/8, which makes it a +1/4, which makes it a +1/2. 3/8 and 1/4. -28 minus a -30 is 2. Switch, opposite, multiply. That's it. You're finished with Unit L.